Hello, guys. Good evening. Hello, hello. Hello, guys. Can you listen to me? I don't know. Can you listen to me? Yes? No?
Yes,
Yes. Okay, good. So, well, how are you? Tell me. How was your weekend? How was it?
it was very busy for me, and I was sick because uh, because the rain. Maybe I think I have a
Mm,
little I have a little flu, but I feel better now.
you feel better now. Okay, okay, that's good. Yes, right. Well, I think it was raining Saturday. No, Saturday didn't rain. Friday was raining, right? Yes, on Friday. But well, I hope you feel better now. Get better soon too.
Yes, thank you, Miss.
Okay, good. And Juan, let's see. Who else? This is John. Juan, how are you? Are you there? No, not yet. No, I think no, you have problems with the audio. Okay, so well, let's try it. For today class, we're going to have a new topic to discuss involved with meetings, right? But before to start, okay, we're going to have this to earn vocabulary. Maybe you find out new vocabulary in this activity. So let's see. Omar, tell me, which one do you want to try? We're going to try to find the difference between two pictures. I remember when I was a child, that was a game that I didn't like it because for me it was difficult. What about you, Omar? Did you play it to find the differences?
Yes, maybe I remember I played.
Okay. So, and was this easy for you or was difficult? How was it?
Excuse me, Miss.
Was difficult? Do you consider that was difficult or was easy that game for you?
I think in occasions I think was difficult depends of the image. I think, or I remember I played with my father in. Yes, I think it's in occasions is in occasions was easy depend the match.
Okay, depend on the image. Okay, good. So, well, I will give you the opportunity to choose which we're going to try today. One, two, three, or four. Tell me, Omar. You will select it.
Yes, two. Picture
Number
number
two.
two.
Okay, good. So let's see, guys. I will give you some minutes to think about it, or well, you can say it to me while you're finding them. Uh, we have to find the seven differences in two pictures. We have seven details that are different. So let's see.
Okay.
When you find one, tell me.
Yeah, I found the first is the balloon. The color is different,
Hmm.
and the board
The board, uh-huh.
Yes, the board and the books on top of old.
Oh, books. Uh-huh. In the left picture, all has book. Uh-huh.
Yes, the shirt of Winnie the Pooh, the color is different.
Exactly. The color. Uh-huh.
Yes,
One is.
and
Uh-huh.
yes, and maybe I don't know how say, but I think it's a pen on on head of the tiger,
Mm-hmm.
the pen, and let me see.
Yes, it's a pan. We can call it it's a pot because it's deeper than
Oh,
a
oh,
pan.
the yes, yes, the pot of with honey
Uh-huh. Okay, that would be a jar of
behind
honey.
jar, yeah, yes, the jar honey.
Uh-huh.
Mm, maybe I think this is all, miss.
Okay, it's missing. Okay, we find the red shirt, the book on his head,
The
tiger,
board,
the board, the balloon, the jar
the
honey.
balloon,
Mm-hmm. Well, the board is just missing one. Okay.
the pan on top of head of side of the.
Okay. No, you said it. You just said that the pen. Let's see. Let me show you. It's missing. Okay, let's reveal it. What's missing? I think this. Okay, if you see, it's different.
Oh, yes, it's different.
It was. Okay, red has a hat with holes in it in the first one. And the right, it has like a pocket. Uh-huh. Shaker
Yes, yes, yes.
patterns. Uh-huh. It's like charts, right? Squares. Okay, good.
Maybe
Mhm.
also I complete almost all the difference.
Almost all of them. Okay, very good. So that was easy. Yes. Now let's see the next one. Just one more and then we're going to retake. And this one, all of you guys. I want to listen all of you. Find out the differences. We have 9. Okay, so let's see. The first one was really good. Juan, Marilyn, and Marcela. And Omar too. All of you.
Okay, the goose in the earth, the first one.
Yes. The
The
goods. Very
other one
good.
is the feather.
The other? Excuse me, Madeline.
It's the
Repeat it.
feather. In one it's yellow and the other one is red.
The feather. The feather. Yes. What else?
Good evening.
Hello. Good evening.
I'm looking that interesting this game.
Okay.
On the left and appear a duck and on the right and doesn't appear.
Which one, Marcela? The you mentioned?
Duck.
Oh,
Duck.
that would be a goose. Goose.
Yeah.
Okay. The goose. Because it's not a duck, it's a goose. Es un ganso. So you
Okay.
say
Okay.
goose.
Sorry,
Uh-huh.
teacher.
Okay, so no, don't worry. That's the difference. Duck, pato, goose, ganso. Huh.
There is a pipe in the upper part of the house.
Okay. Uh-huh. It's more like a
On
tower. Mhm.
yes, on the wall, the flyer on the wall.
There,
Maybe I think it's
Flyer.
a flyer.
there is a paper
Uh-huh.
on the wall.
There's a paper, the flyer. It's like a poster. Yes. Feather.
Yes, posters.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know what is the name of that things next to the egg. It's like
Next to the egg.
with a tree on inside it to the left.
Uh-huh.
What is the name of that?
The plant, you
In the
said it.
Yeah, in the plan. Yeah,
yes,
Oh,
in
okay.
the picture. Yeah,
that
yes.
has a plan.
Go
That
ahead.
has a plan. That has a plan inside.
Mm-hmm.
In which picture the color is gray, and the other one is color is like a brown.
The pot. Uh-huh. You
But
call it
that
pot or
that
base. You can call
and,
it base.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
and also I don't know that kind of flowers.
Mm-hmm. We have another. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
At the corner. Yes, exactly. Hmm. You can call it vine.
Red.
Well, that would be, it's different because this is a plant. When you say root, all the plants have it, has it. Uh-huh.
Yeah, but in the first one you can notice there is a root, and the second one is
Uh-huh.
like a herbs.
Hmm.
Maybe I can say grass, Miss Salma.
Yes, the next one, the right side is grass. Uh-huh.
Okay.
And the other you call it vine. Then I will show you a picture. Hmm? Okay, we had the goose, the feather, the grass, okay, the base, the tower. What else? The poster. Did you notice the shadow?
No,
Yes,
yeah,
the shadows and the window on top of house in the picture of the left isn't.
It's a window. Yes, exactly. And the other is not. Okay, very good, guys. So yes, we had all of them. Yes, we had the goose, the flying goose, poster. The vase is brown and the other is gray.
the bottom in
Uh,
the dress,
excuse me?
the bottom in the
Uh,
dress.
yes, that was visit the bottom. Exactly. Uh-huh. The feather, the shadow of the puss. And one we don't have it. The bottom, the window on the roof, near the roof, the feather, and the tower on top. Yes. And you were saying Juan, this one, right? How do you call this, right? You said it. Because you say root. I listen that you use root, like roots. But that's different, guys. When you say roots, all of them have it. But in this case, we call it vine. Okay, because it's a type of plant. So like this one is it's not the app, right? But this is a vine. It's like you
Okay.
call them enredaderas. That would be fine. Because if you say roots, raíces, but it's like all of them have it. So it's not the name of. That's why in this one we have root, vine, sorry, instead of root. And the other was grass. Okay, guys, so was not too much difficult. You find it easier. Now, yes, we could come back to the class. That's just to introduce a little bit, okay, to wake up. Now, let's see, guys. Let's see. Okay, let's continue. Tell me, do you remember what was the meaning of this? Like waters of a dog's back? What was? When did we use?
Doesn't care the problem.
When you don't care the problem. Exactly. That's when we use it. When you don't care something. Yes. Like waters of a dog's back. And what was this one? Marilyn, what was chicken out?
To run from something even without trying. To be
To run
afraid of
from,
something.
to run from something?
Even without trying. To be scared of doing something.
Yes, to be scared, exactly. To decide to not do something because you're scared, you're afraid to do it. Yes, guys. Okay, don't forget that. They are idioms, not phrasal words, idioms. Now, let me ask you something. Let's see, engage. Okay, that's the important part when we introduce or when you start a meeting. We have to include it, right? We must include it. Let's see if I ask, Marcela, what's engage for you? Have you ever listened this expression? How would you define with your own words what is engage?
Repeat, teacher, please.
Yes, what is engage for you? How would you define this engage?
Okay, engage means when um, when a person entertain and cap attention and the audience or people.
Yes, exactly. Very good. Okay, and let's see, we have a definition. Oh my, help me to read this definition. Just let me close.
Okay. Engage something, somebody formal. The success in attracting and keeping somebody attention and interest.
Hmm. Okay, exactly. Very good. As Marcela said, and as you read it right now, engage is like to attract and keep somebody's attention and interest. And let's see if I ask Madeline, what do you think to engage your audience is important at the beginning of a presentation? Why?
Because that way you can have their attention, and you can improve the room, uh, yeah, the environment that you are creating with the persons you are presenting,
Mm-hmm.
and you can also gain more security to keep going with the presentation.
Okay, okay. Yes, exactly. Very good. That's why it's important, guys. Exactly. And I remember that I showed you a video, right, during the previous week when they were talking about some steps. They were 7 steps that we have to follow. They were recommended us 7 steps to follow, and one of them was this the engage part. So now I want to show you this video, and at the end you will tell me which introduction is the most engaging for you and why was the most engaging for you. And then we're going to study some steps that will be or some tips about how to engage. Now let's see, just let me know if you can listen the audio, please. Can you?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I really love the incredible energy in that opening. It represents the way we feel about California. California has always been a place for people with big ambitions and big dreams, a place where people are fueled with optimism to make things better, to make things that can change the world. It is such an important part of who we are at Apple and inspires us in everything we create and do. We're proud to call California our home.
Good morning, everyone. It's great to be back at I/O. At Google, the past year has given renewed purpose to our mission to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. We continue to approach that mission with a singular goal: building a more helpful Google for everyone.
Good morning and welcome to Ignite. It's great to be with you all today. Looking back, there is no question that the past year and a half has been a catalyst for real structural change across every industry, from adoption of telehealth in healthcare, digital wallets in financial services, curbside pickup, contactless shopping in retail, and much beyond. The case for digital transformation has never been more urgent.
Thank you, and welcome to the 9th annual AWS reInvent and the first virtual one. Now, I think we all wish we were together in Las Vegas right now, but we got the next best thing. We're live, so I'm really excited to be with you. I'm going to share a few words about reInvent. It's a little bit different this year. So one thing that's similar is we have a lot of people congregated. We have well over 400,000 people who've already registered for reInvent. We'll be at 500,000 by the end of the week.
Welcome to F8. Today, we are going to talk about building a privacy-focused social platform. So the basic idea here is that, in all of our lives, we have our public spaces, like our town squares, and we have our private spaces, like our living rooms. And in our digital lives, we also need both public and private spaces. And for the last 15 years or so, we've focused on building Facebook and Instagram into the digital equivalents of the town square, where you can do almost anything that you'd want with a lot of people at once.
Okay, guys. So now let's see. I want to listen here. And let's start with Juan. Tell me, what was the most engaging for you?
The first one.
The first one?
Yeah, absolutely,
Okay.
yes. Well, because he was talking about the California, right? So that he said that they are proud of that place, and that the place is good for invest your where your money, for example. So
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, but I feel more engaged with him. And the other topic, like the building a social, like social media. No, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
More or less. I don't remember. And the other one that talk about the Google. Uh, uh, I think that he was talking about Google's and developments, right? So
Yeah.
and the last guy is like the topic that we were talking about, that uh, the virtual world. How do you say the word?
The metaverse.
Yeah, right. More or less. Uh, uh, you tell me if I am wrong.
What's about it? Yes, what's about it?
Okay, but for me, it's the first one.
The first one.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Why was that one the most engaging for you? Be- What was the reason? Was the topic or the way that he started?
Both,
Both.
because I feel your energy when he was talking, and also uh, what he was saying. So both.
Okay, yes, exactly. Both of them. Okay, let's listen. One else. Marilyn, tell me. Share with us. What was the most engaging for you?
It also was the one
The
speaking
first?
from Apple.
No? The one speaking?
From Apple.
Okay. Why?
Because he started talking about California and why Apple as a company choose California to be the state for them to build a company. The great things of California. So it made engage the people they were listening.
Mhm. Okay, okay, guys. Very good. So, yes. So those were some examples how to engage your audience. Okay, the five of them made it different, but I want to share with you some recommendation because the engage part is so important when you are giving a speech or when you have to start a meeting. That's good to start with like in a personal experience, a real story. Also, that could be a rhetorical question. Remember, rhetorical questions are those that you ask to someone but you're not expecting an answer, right? That's a rhetorical question. So let's see some of the tips that we can use to start a meeting and like to be able to engage our audience. So let's see, Omar, help me to read this trait.
Sure. Describe a scene or a character. Tell a story and share a personal experience.
Okay, good guys. So remember, then when you say share personal experience, if you don't have it, you can talk about a title, a news title, or you can talk about a situation of someone else if you don't have a personal experience. And like a story, that would be more like related with history, something that happened according to the topic that you're going to talk about, or to describe a scene or a character. Okay, we can decide any of these three to start. Now let's see, Abby, help me with the following three expressions.
Relate to a recent event,
Hmm?
piggyback on a previous speaker's remark or theme, point out something important about the
Oh, sorry, let me move it.
audience or the current setting.
Okay, so yeah, tell me guys, do you know the meaning of piggyback? What is piggyback?
I remember heard
Mm-hmm.
this word, but I can't remember
The meaning.
I can't remember what.
Okay, and well, so I will tell you, with piggyback on a previous speaker is when you retake what someone else said. When maybe because you want to share like a similar topic, or you want to just like repeat what someone else said. That was like piggyback on a, that's why they say piggyback on a previous speakers and remark or theme. It's like to bring again the same or like to repeat what someone else says. Most of the time when you agree. If you don't, it's like you don't say piggyback. Okay, when you agree with something, that's when we can use. Okay, relate to a recent event and point out something important. That's another way to engage. Now let's see, Juan, help me with the next three. Show.
Show a compelling visual image. Ask a provocative questions and state a fact that is troubling, amazing, or remarkable.
Hmm? Amusing. Amusing and provocative.
Amusing and provocative.
Yes, amusing or provocative. Exactly. Provocative question, that could be a rhetorical question. A rhetorical question is those that you ask and you're not expected to be answered, like to create that engaged part, like to, for example, a rhetorical question can be like, who doesn't like pizza? That's a rhetorical question. I'm not expecting any answer, right? It's just, who doesn't like pizza? And state a fact that is troubling, amusing, or remarkable. Okay, and let's see. Marilyn, help me with the next three, please.
Spell out what At stake for your listeners, offer a humorous observation or anecdote. Explain your own interest in the topic.
Yes, exactly. That's important. I know that sometimes, according to our job, right? Probably you have to explain something and you are not too involved, maybe because it's something new for you, maybe because it's something that you don't like, but according to the job, you have to do it. According to the position that you develop, you have to do it. But in that case, I recommend you to try to find something that could be interesting for you. Okay, in everything we can find it. It doesn't matter if you say no, I don't like it. I am pretty sure that you can find something to get involved with the topic. Because if you are bored, if you're stressed, if you don't like, or you're like, oh, I have to do this because of my job, you will not connect with your audience, and that will be difficult for you and also for the people that are listening to us. Okay, so try to get involved with the topic, even though it's harder or if you don't like it. And well, we have the last one. Omar, help me with the last. Tell listeners.
Yes. Tell listeners what the topic has to do with them.
Mm, okay, very good. So all of these guys are some tips or some steps that we can use to engage the audience. That is like important in the beginning, the engage part. And well, that could be online meeting or that could be on-site meeting, like be face to face with an audience. It's important to do it, so try it. Now let's see. I want to show you something else. That would be the next step. I know that in the previous level you had a part when you study engage part, so I will not take too much explaining that. Just like to recap what you have. And now let me open this. I think I can do it. Okay, something else, guys, that it's important for us during a meeting is to express our opinion. Okay, that is something else that you have to know the proper way how to do it, how to share what you want to say it in a polite way. Like basically, we can describe it like expressing opinions. So if I ask, for example, Abby, tell me, why do you think it's important to know how to express your opinions in a meeting?
Mm, it's important to express opinions in a meeting, because a person who give your presentation need to know what thinks the audience or on the person were there.
Yes, exactly. Very good. That's a good point. That's why it's important to express opinion. Okay, so we have asking and giving opinions and also responding to opinions, agreeing and disagreeing. I want to share with you some phrases that will be useful for you during a meeting. How to do it in a polite way, but it's suppose you are doing this at a job, right? So let's see. Juan, help me to read the questions that we have.
Which ones?
Yes. How do you feel about that?
All of them.
Yes, please.
Okay.
This one.
How do you feel about that? What is your point of view? X,
Mm-hmm.
X, X. I would really appreciate your view. Have you got any thought on this? Do you have any views on this? What do you think about this?
Mm-hmm. Yes. So when we ask for someone's else opinion, right? We want to ask them those are some example of questions that we can use or we can be asked, right? How do you feel about that? What is your point of view? Have you got any thoughts on this? Do you have any views on this? Or what do you think about it? That is like the common. And well,
What is the meaning of the X at the beginning of I would?
oh, like that could be a name. One, I will really appreciate your view.
Ah,
Uh-huh. Yes, we can put
sorry.
a name. Okay, no, don't worry. I know what's confusing, but yes, that could be a name. Mhm. Like when you're asking to someone. And now let's see how can we respond to opinion with first one that will be disagreement. Okay. When you disagree with something, you can use this type of expressions. Omar, help me to read them.
Sure, I see your point, but I kind of agree with you that I agree with you to an extent. However, you make a good point, but
Okay. Those expressions, sorry, those expressions, we can use it to show disagreement. Okay, you want to add something, but it's negative. Most of the time when you say but, it's like, I will tell you something kind at the beginning to don't, do not sound rude. And then I will say what you disagree.
Miss,
Why are you? Uh-huh.
it's a polite way to say not.
Yes, exactly. That's the idea. It's a polite way to say no. Uh-huh. I see your point, but I would rather to change what you complete right according to the situation. Yes. Or I kind of agree with you that or with you or with that. And you say, but you complete it. Or you say, however, I agree with you to an extent. However, or you make a good point, but okay. It's like do not be rude. Because if you say no at the beginning, that could be kind of disrespect, right? Or inappropriate according to the situation. Now about what about if you agree with something? Madeline, what do you think? If you agree with something, how do you do it in a meeting? How you normally do in a meeting if you agree with something?
Um, Mostly in a meeting, I always say, uh, you make a good point,
Mhm.
uh, or I agree with you.
I agree. Okay. Yes, we can use it. So help us read this. Uh,
Responding to opinions with agreement. I see what you mean. You've got a point there. That's a very good point. That's a great suggestion. That's one way of looking at it.
mhm. Okay, good. So Omar, did you raise your hand? Do you want to ask something?
yes, I can say or I can use with I'm agree with another people. I can say I failed you, for example,
I feel
or
you. Mm-hmm. Or
or I got it.
yes, you can. I feel you. It's like I understand you. That's the meaning. I feel you. Or I got it. It's like yes, I understand. It's the same. Yes, but those
Okay,
expressions are like informal. Mm-hmm. If you feel free to use it because you're with your colleagues, with your coworkers, you can use it. Uh-huh.
okay, okay.
Yes. But yes, they are used to show agreement too. I feel you. I got it. In classes, we normally use it. You use it with me. I got it a lot. Yes, we can. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Good. So another options that we have with agreement. I see what you mean. If you got a good point there. That's a very good point. That's a great situation. That's one way of looking at it. Okay, good. Now let's see what else we have. Sometimes, guys, well, um, we need to express opinion, but let's see. We have three classifications, like strong, medium, and weak way to do it. Let's start with strong. Let's see if you really, or let's see, you're completely sure and you want to share it with your audience or with the speakers. That is a strong way to do it. Let's see. Oh my, help me to read it.
Okay, I strongly believe, I'm convinced that, I'm sure that, I have no doubt,
Doubt.
there's no doubt, there's no doubt in my mind that I'm quite certain.
I'm quite certain that. Okay, guys, if you are completely sure, or if you're expressing opinion, right? And in this one, you agree most of the time, or could be disagreement too. It depends on. But if you will not change by any reason your ideas, we can use those expressions. You can start with these phrases that you you're trying to express that you truly believe that, okay? And you're not going to change your ideas by any reason. And also, we can do it in a medium way. Let's see what we have in a medium. It's like you are not convinced at all. So it's like you more or less. Let's see, Juan, what can we use?
I think, well, if you ask me, I like to point out that I see it, in my opinion.
Hmm? Yes, that would be like a medium point. I think, well, if you ask me, I like to point out that as I see it, in my opinion, that is like medium. You still have some questions, right? Or you're not completely sure. That's what you transmit when you use those expressions, like a medium way or level of expressing something. And it's missing the weak. Let's see. Abby, help me with this.
Weak. I feel that my impression is that I am not sure, but I'm leaning towards, and I tend to think.
I sense. Okay, okay, good. Now, well, that's a weak opinion. I feel that my impression is that I'm not sure, but I am learning towards. I tend to think. Okay, so let's see. Madeline, did you use frequently some of those expressions? And tell me, did you know the intensity that each of them have
Um, I tend to use the strong and the medium,
in the medium?
but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
in the medium. But I didn't know they had like level of
Like levels. Okay, like levels of intensity to
yeah,
transmit the message.
yes.
Okay, okay, good. Omar, what about you?
Yes, I share the answer of Marilyn. I maybe in occasions I used the strong, but I think the correct way, maybe I think depend of the situation, I can use the medium level.
Mhm. Okay, yes. And well, now you know how to classify, right? And try to remember that. Well, which category expresses strong opinion, medium, and weak? Because this like how they affect or how we feel them. Hmm? Or what do you want to express? Now let's see the next part, guys. Something else that's helpful. This too, agreeing. Also, we have two more. When you agree, with something, you say it's strong or a medium way. We also can classify it. Let's see, Juan, help me.
I can use it very often. Absolutely.
Mm,
And well, this phrase I use very often.
yes.
Yes, and the other one is exactly. I'm totally agree with you. I have exactly the same opinion as you. You have it. You have it. The nail on the head.
That is an idiom. You have
Yes.
hit the nail on the head. Yes, when you agree. Just don't forget to say to eliminate. I am totally agree. No, I totally agree because you told me I am. You said it, Juan. I
Okay.
am. Uh-huh.
I totally agree.
Totally.
I
Huh?
totally sorry. Yes,
Yes, I totally. Yes, exactly. Because if you say I am
I
and
did.
agree,
I did
no.
it.
Yes.
Ah,
Yes, you did it. Uh-huh. But don't forget, if you say I am agree, it's not correct because they are two verbs, right? And
yeah,
yes, we
yeah,
don't have to mix them. It's like if I say I am it, it doesn't make sense. The same happen here.
yeah.
I know it's confusing for us that speak Spanish because in Spanish we say yo estoy de acuerdo, right? Or yo no estoy de acuerdo. That's why it's confusing. And that's why we tend to this to say I am agree. But no, it's just I agree. And if it's negative, how to use it? Agree. I
Disagree.
I disagree. Or
Yep.
uh I don't agree.
Agree.
If you
Yes.
don't agree. Yes. So yes, I have listened those expressions on you, Juan. Absolutely, exactly, yes. You
Yeah.
use it with me.
Yes.
Uh-huh. So
Yes. Yeah.
strong agree. Now what happened with medium? Let's see. Omar, help me with medium.
Yes, medium, I agree to a certain extent. I am with you up to a point. I agree partly. I guess you are right.
Mhm. So those expressions, guys, we can use it to agree, but in a medium, it's like a matter less. It's I need to be sure to use the strongly expressions. If you are not convinced at all, we use medium. I agree to a certain extent. I am with you up to a point. I agree partly. It's not full. I guess you're right, but you're not convinced. Okay, those are two agree, right? Agree. And
Okay.
also, okay, very good. I think most of the time it's difficult. I don't know why the negative expressions for us are difficult. I identify that with that English is our second language. And something else that happened a lot is that when you talk about a negative expression like disagreeing with something, most of us confuse with past. I don't know why, but it happens a lot. But let's see. To disagree, it's the same. We can classify it with the strong and medium expressions. So let's see what happened with the strong. Abby, help me to read them, please.
Strong. I totally, sorry, I totally disagree. I'm afraid I can agree with you there. With respect, I have to say I don't agree. I disagree entirely. I can go along with that or all. It's out of the question. I understand what you are saying, but I have a different opinion.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly. Guys. Just this one, that would be entirely. And this entirely. I disagree entirely. And the rest was correct. Okay, so those guys, when you disagree with something, um we can use it. I don't know why, but I identify that it's difficult for us to remember this type of expression. So focus on this. So I want to listen. Omar, tell me, do you use some of them frequently or they are new? Are they new for you?
I think all of them is I don't use. I didn't use, but frequently I think maybe for example when I talk with my coworker or my brother, I think I can use, I don't know, maybe I think it's I think that is wrong, or I don't share your opinion. Maybe for example, like I can or use that
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. We tend to use more like common phrases, right? Yes, or
just yes,
uh-huh.
sorry, because I don't I didn't talk much with my manager, for example, or my supervisor. I didn't talk so much, and I think more with my coworkers. I really like help people, and I try to talk more soft with my coworkers because the people, I don't know, the people take the opinions or the things very personal, and I think I really like talk soft with when when I talk with something or with someone.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's completely true. We have to be careful with the way that we speak to someone else because yes, that happen and all. People take it personal, right? And it's not you
Yes.
only have to, yes, it's like you have to correct them to help them too. But yes, we have to be careful. And one way to be careful is which words do you choose to express yourself? So yes, that's completely true. But that's why it's normal to use like soft words, and those are not rude. Actually, they are just like polite, but we are not used to use it, right? So that's why most of them are new, or we can feel it like rude. But no, you're not. So if you can, guys, try to try to include it to learn it.
Yes.
If
Uh-huh. Yes,
do you
tell me, Juan.
do you consider that those expressions are polite or not?
Yes, they are. Yes.
Yes, yes,
Uh-huh. Yes, all the expression that I have shown you guys are in a polite way.
in a polite way.
Except maybe the ones that have can't. For example, I
Yeah,
can go along because can it's a model verb, but it's not too polite.
that's what I
So,
said.
uh-huh.
That's what I said. That's why
Mm-hmm.
I asked you. So I think that sentence it could be is not more polite than the others. So
Some of them are more than the other. Yes, exactly. Not all of them, but it depends the voice tone that you use too.
the
Mm-hmm.
tone of voice.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That you use. But let's see. I will try to classify it because yes, we have mixed them. I will try to classify it and to share with you the strong, like sorry, the polite way to say it, and the other that could be like chill out. Okay.
Okay, miss.
Okay. And let's see, it's missing medium. Okay, to express disagree with medium in a medium way. Let's see. Juan, help me to read that.
I'm agree with you to a point, but I disagree about. I know what you mean, but I don't really agree with you. I think might be better to and be inclined to think the opposite.
Mhm.
Yes.
So,
The last one I use very often as well.
okay, and this is a polite way to say
Yeah,
it.
really, really polite.
Yes, I've been inclined to think the opposite. Yes,
Yes.
it's a polite. So, for example, in this case, I think it might be better too. It's like medium, we can say. It's not informal, but it's not polite. You can say it like medium level. This one. And this is like informal. I don't really agree with you. I know what you mean, but this like so, more or less. And I agree with you to a point, but I disagree about that would be polite. Hmm? That's how we can classify it. So, well, if something is informal, it doesn't mean that it's bad, right? We only have to be careful which situation we use, or which will be better to say it. But yes, guys, those are just options that we can use to describe your to express opinions because I know that sometimes if you remember the first class, I asked you why it was important to expand our vocabulary. And this is part of expand our vocabulary. Like try to not use the same expressions all over again, right? It's like to have more, like in Spanish, like try to be fluent and feel confident and in English, and not only to express yourself, also to understand someone else. That's why it's important. So I will try to classify which of them are polite because I haven't mixed them in this case, but I will share it with you. So, well, today we focus on expressing opinions. The last, let's say, the last week, probably, I will try to have a speaking activity with you in which you will use those expressions. Okay. So let me think. Let me check. I like to share with you this Prezi, but I don't know if you can join. If any of you can join to the link that I sent on the chat, please do it and let me know if you can see the the slides, please, if you can do it. Because I'm not sure if you can listen. If you can join to let me know if you can. It's possible or not to join to the link.
Yes, miss, I get it.
Let
Okay,
me
yeah.
let me figure it out.
Okay. Okay, but at Martir. Okay, so because I can you cannot like download. I think this is not an option because it's for free. The account is for free, and if it is a free account, you cannot download. But well, I will try at least to share with you the screenshots or in a PDF and like to put it together to share with you. Okay, guys. So this was just focus on vocabulary, right? That's what I want to share with you. And then of course I will include activities that will make you use those expressions. So today we have engage, right? It's important. Don't forget the engage part. I know that you study a little bit about it the previous level. And today we focus on expressing opinions, polite and formal way, strong, medium, and weak, we can say. For tomorrow class, we're going to focus on how is the correct way to interrupt a meeting. And of course, something else. Okay, guys, so tell me, do you have questions by the moment?
No, miss, just I think the last the last part
Mhm.
maybe I think is a very long expressions but sounds very polite and good. And I have a really problem with the polite form because I tried be polite, but I think I don't be so much, but I'm trying. This is the challenge.
Yes, I know it could be difficult. Maybe because we don't have some like the right moment to use it. Okay, so that's why we don't feel comfortable using them. But yes, try it. Okay, good. Something else, guys, to add? Opinions, comments?
No, just the link works. Nothing else.
It works?
Yeah,
Yes?
it works.
Okay, very good. So that was the idea, guys. That would be pretty much for this class, guys. Thanks for joining. I hope that will be helpful for you. And of course, I will see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Good job.
Bye,
Okay.
teacher.
Bye-bye. Take care. See you
Bye.
guys.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Have a great night.